Hello, hello. Welcome to Self Love Friday. I'm just playing around with lighting here because I am traveling and there we go. I'm in my friend's bedroom today and not in my lounge. And I actually had planned to have a beautiful background and to live stream via Zoom with my background of my living room, of my sofa, so that I could welcome you as always. However, I haven't quite mastered that level of the technical side of stuff yet. So for today, I'm in a bedroom. And I actually do believe that you've seen me in this bedroom before. So here I am again. Um, Jumping the gun a little bit by 2 days, but my friend is in my support bubble for the COVID lockdown, so I'm not really doing anything wrong. Here I am once again visiting St. Albans. So welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. And as you may or may not have seen in the title, today I'm talking about self-love being tough love, which might sound a little bit different. You might be asking yourself, oh, where's she going with this? Because I've spoken in the past about self-discipline and boundaries and all of that kind of thing. And yeah, I'm going there again today. And why? Why am I going to go there? Well, you know that I'm always encouraging you to connect with goddess energy, to connect with that divine feminine spark that lives within each and every one of us. And let me just remind you, that is not gender-based. It's got nothing to do with gender. Goddess energy is about the beautiful flow of life. It's about tapping into the strength of nurturing, of divine feminine, of rest, of receiving, of creativity, of all of those things. So what does Goddess deserve? Goddess deserves the best. What do you deserve? You deserve the best. And when I say that, I mean you deserve your best. So that means giving your best in everything you do, bringing your best to every situation in the moment. And that doesn't mean somebody else's best. That doesn't mean a benchmark that's been set, a standard that's been set, something that you have to mold yourself into. It means your best. What is your best? And I love this concept of do better because you know better. And as we grow and as we evolve in life, we know better. We learn more. We learn more about who we are. We learn more about what we're capable of. We learn more about what we really want and what we want to achieve and the value that we can offer. And that's where I say you deserve your best and you deserve to bring your best and show up as your best self. So there's some tough questions that come with that. There's some tough questions that come with self-knowledge, and self-love really is rooted in self-knowledge and starts in a place of self-knowledge. So it's those eternal questions. Who am I? What do I want? What do I stand for? What do I believe? What do I live for? And in some cases, what will I be prepared to die for? So it's getting to grassroots, to the fiber of your being, to who you really are at your core, and living according to that. I'm just going to give you a little story as an analogy, which I think is really helpful. Um, and it's, for example, knowing that you really love walking. Why do you love walking? You've discovered that walking works for you. Walking works for you on a physical level. It keeps your body working the way that it should. It keeps your fitness levels up, so it keeps all the different systems in your body working the way that they should. It works for you on an emotional level. So not only on your physical, but on your heart body, you walking works for you because it keeps your emotions feeling bright. You go out and you see beautiful things. You feel good. You feel the sunshine or you feel the breeze. Walking works for you. Feel your body moving. You feel all those great endorphins flowing through your blood. You feel good. It lifts you emotionally. Not only that, it works on a mental level. It's good for your mental health. It's good for keeping things in balance. You get to think while you walk. You get to process things. You get to put things in their place. Again, those endorphins running through your brain do no harm. They do great things for you. So you know that walking really works for you. It keeps your joints nice and lubricated. It keeps your muscles moving. It keeps your heart going, your lungs going. Keeps your mind right, and it keeps your heart feeling good on the emotional level. Keeps your emotions stable. So you know walking's good for you. And then there's that one day. You think you're really committed to walking, but that one day rolls around and it's just a little bit colder than you feel like coping with on that day. And you respond to an impulse. The impulse of, it's too cold, that discomfort is too much. I'm going to stay in bed instead. Next day you do your walk, and the days that follow you do your walk. And about a week later, you've been working really hard, you've had a busy week, you've had a few late nights, and one morning rolls around and you're feeling a little bit tired. And again, you respond to an impulse. It's an impulse. It's not educated. It's not disciplined. It's an impulse. It's an impulse. I'm too tired. I'll stay in bed a little bit longer. And you go with the impulse. You follow the impulse and you decide to stay in bed and not go for that walk. A few days after that, what happens? Something else rolls around. You're busy with emails. You're going through emails. And your brain convinces you that emails are more important. Or you're sitting on the sofa scrolling through your social media thread, and it's really quite juicy today. Like there's a lot of stuff grabbing your interest, and you just can't be asked to get up off the chair. And again, you skip out on your walk. You spend that 30 minutes, those 30 minutes that you would normally have walked, doing something else. What have you done in these three instances, these three moments where you've succumbed to an impulse rather than honoring your decision that you made for yourself, rather than honoring the choice that you know is good for yourself and giving into that impulse? What have you done? You've carved a new pathway in your brain. You've carved a pathway that says it's okay to skip walking. Walking is not that important. So what you've actually done is you've gone back on your promise to yourself. You've gone back on your commitment. You've gone back on a decision. How do we go back on a decision? I'm a big one. If anyone who knows me knows that I always say, I reserve the right to change my mind. Absolutely. All of us should reserve the right to change our minds on anything, anytime. I absolutely believe that. However, is it okay when we've made a commitment to someone or something, and especially to ourselves, for something that's important, something that's all about our vitality, our health, how we show up in the world, what we're doing with our life, how we're engaging with life? Is it okay then to just change our mind based on an impulse? Once, maybe. Twice? Starts getting a bit dodgy. 3 times, and basically you've said it's okay to walk away from that decision. We all do it. We all do it. And guess what? It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's not my fault. But it is your responsibility. It is our responsibility to do the best with what we have in every moment. And so what I mean by that is, when you choose something for yourself, when you're asking yourself those questions, who am I? What do I stand for? What do I believe in? What do I want for myself? What do I want my life to look like? How am I going to create that? And when you make all those decisions and you make all those choices for yourself, it is then your responsibility to decide in every moment. And it's about taking the gap. There's a pause moment. In every moment that we live, there's an opportunity to pause and choose. And so what I'm saying is, when those impulses come, because those impulses come, when I say it's not our fault, we're programmed from birth, from day one. We're told, you need to please people. You need to behave. You need to please people. You need to bow down to authority. You need to listen. You need to do what you're told. That's what happens from day one. So when I say it's not your fault, it's not your fault. It's not my fault. It's nobody's fault. From day one, we're being told, behave. Sit back down. Get back in your box. Behave. And so that's what we do. That's what we train to do. However, there comes a time when we get to choose. There comes a time when each and every one of us has to face ourselves in the mirror and has to say, who am I? What do I stand for? What do I want? What am I going to create with this life I've been given? And once we do that, let's just stick to that and to honor it, to honor the choices that we've made for who we want to be. So as I said in the beginning, you deserve the best. You really do. You deserve the best. You deserve your best. And only you can bring that. So back to Goddess. What is Goddess creating? What will Goddess do with this day, with this hour, with this moment? Allow yourself that pause moment, that moment of divine feminine energy where you pause and you choose consciously. Be conscious. Be your best for yourself. The best way to love yourself is truthfully and live to your truth. What is true for you? And as I said a couple of weeks ago, your inner self, your inner being, your higher self will always hold you accountable to your best. As we grow, we learn. And as we learn, we know more, we have more knowledge, we have more insight, we have more depth. We've evolved to a certain point. We can't pretend that that doesn't exist. It's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. Denial is a very, very strong thing. Again, it's a choice. But to choose to deny what we know in our hearts is right for us, is best for us, that's going right against ourselves and life. To me, that's blasphemy. Christian people talk about blasphemy as going against God, and I believe that God is life, creator, created us, or we came out of that creative energy, however you want to perceive it, whatever your belief is. To me, going against life and going against who we are and not stepping up and showing up and being our best is blasphemy. So I encourage you, and as I said, we all do it. We've been programmed hard. The programming is there. But if we know better, we can do better. And so I'm encouraging you to join me. Let's do our best. Let's be our best. And in that way, we love ourselves better. And by loving ourselves better, we honor life. We honor the life we've been given. We honor the journey we're on. And we're able to bring that honor then into every interaction with others, into every interaction with what we do, the value we create in this life. And by doing that, each and every one of us is creating the world we want to live in. You know, I love that Gandhi saying, be the change that you want to see in the world. Be what you want to see. That life that you dream of, oh, if only the world was more XYZ, be that. When you sit and you think about, what do I deserve? I deserve this, I deserve that. Be that. When you sit and think about, what do I want in life? What is my passion? What drives me? Be that. Be those things. So today, I'm going to wrap that up and leave it with you. Self-love needs to be tough love. There need to be boundaries. So often, your programming, your mind, your body, your emotional impulse, there will be impulses. And they will be screaming like naughty little children who don't know better. Give me what I want. Let's do this. But your higher self, your inner being, that goddess part of you knows. That goddess part of you knows what's best and knows what the right way is and knows how to honor life and honor yourself. So take that pause moment and give her voice and listen. Listen and be your best. That's it from me today, folks. Thank you for joining me. I don't see anyone commenting in the chats today. Everybody's very quiet, and maybe it's because I'm doing this like rah-rah tough love lecture. I hope I hope it sits well with you. And do let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to sign off now, so share this video with anyone that you think might like it, or any of the other videos on the channel, and please do subscribe and join me every Friday. Every Friday, 1 o'clock UK time, I'm here, and with a little snippet of self-love. So go out there, be your best, be the world and the life that you want to see. I love you, you keep loving you, and I'll see you next time. Mwah. Ciao for now. Bye.